Well, it's been about 3 weeks since my last garden update, and I think we're due for one. I've been working really hard out here to give myself and you the garden that I promised earlier in these videos, and I did not want to let anyone down, and I don't feel like I have. I actually got into a really good routine where I come out every single morning and I do a lot of weeding just to get my day started, and I feel like it's a really good way to just to get balanced in the morning. It's just awesome to come out in silence and pull some weeds and just get in tune with nature. So I'm very proud of what you're about to see, and without further ado, let's take a look at my garden update for today. Here's a nice pan around what you're gonna see. And there's the rooster, of course. Can't have a video without the rooster. So this is what it looks like. As you can see, really doing well with the weeds. I mean, there's some here and there, but what can you do? Let's just start all the way over here. These are my peas. They are growing up pretty tall and they're flowering. We're gonna have peas really soon. You can see they're starting to fold over. Gonna have some peas inside there. And the garden out here, it's pretty dry, but as you can see up here, we're about ready to get a big storm, so I thought I'd get out here and film this. We'll start right here next with the tomatoes. I believe these are the Romas. I started to lose track, but we start to have some little baby tomatoes on there. And I'm excited about that. Check it out, right there. Got a little tomato going, and there's a couple more throughout here. And these things, I tried an experiment here. As you know, I'm doing the kind of artificial garden beds, but I just kind of let these grow without any cages or anything, and they are doing really well that way. Back behind there, these are my beans. Look at that bean field. This is awesome. And these are starting to flower as well. We're gonna have lots of beans out here. Totally cool. And then these are the other tomatoes. I actually use cages for these, which you can see down here. Look, you can see right through there. That's what I love. Really doing well with the weeds. So these ones are starting to flower. You can see those. And I think we might have some tomatoes out here. I think I spotted some earlier when I was out here. Let's take a walk around until we find one, because I want to show you an example. Oh, right in here. There is. Let's see if I can get this out of the way. There's one right there. I don't know if you can see it back there, but we got some tomatoes growing. These actually might be the Romas. I can't tell. That sure looks like a Roma right there. I don't know. You'll have to look back to my other videos and let me know. Moving over, we got, boy, the white balance is off here. Let me get this corrected first. There we go. That's a little better. Here you can see my peppers. I can't remember again if these are the bell or the sweet peppers, but we do have a little bit of peppers growing on here. I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see it, but they're very tiny. Let me see if I can find one that you can actually see an example. Right there. There we got some peppers right here. Pretty cool. And they go back here, and behind that we have our cucumbers. These are starting to flower as well. And of the 7 I planted, 6 of them survived, and they're just kind of spreading out here beside the beans, so that works out really well. Then we got more peppers over here. I don't know if these ones are starting to flower. Oh yeah, they are, right there. Little pepper right there. That's pretty cool. Moving over here, these are the beets. These are just really taking off. And I'm a little bit concerned about them because they're actually starting to pop up out of the ground. You can see what's happening here. I don't know if I can get a good shot of it. But right there, that's the beet. And it's starting to kind of hop up out of the ground a little bit. I don't know if that's normal. They're supposed to do this. Like here's a really good example of it. I don't know if I should rebury it because that just doesn't seem like it's a good thing, but they're starting to grow really well. And then these are my carrots over here. These really didn't populate the way that I hoped they would. I mean, you can see in this section right here, they're going crazy, but then you have sections where there's really nothing growing at all. I was gonna replant some extra ones in there just to kind of fill this up, but it's just an experiment this year and we'll have to see how it goes. Behind this, something I'm really proud of. This is my corn. My first year that I've ever been able to grow corn. It's not doing nearly as well as the farmers around me. Theirs is like probably like this tall, or probably taller than me. But I'm proud of this. This is just awesome. This is the corn that I planted in the cups, and then this is the corn that I just threw some seeds in the ground. You can see it almost caught up. So I think it probably makes more sense just to plant the seeds out here. And I just really sprinkled them, so these are really close together. I should probably thin them out. But this is awesome. This is just great to me. And then over here, I guess this is pretty much the last thing. These are my onions. They're all starting to fall over for some reason. And they're starting to pop out a little bit too. There's an onion right there. And some of them are still standing up, but we got lots of onions going on out here, and that's super awesome. I guess I'll take you back here. These are the watermelons and cantaloupes with the cups, as you probably remember. They haven't really been doing so well. They're not quite as big as what I anticipated them to be. In fact, some of them hardly grew at all, like this one. So I don't know if this is going to be a bad year for the cantaloupes and watermelons, but it was worth a shot for me. And I just felt my first raindrop. I'll take you over and show you the pumpkins one last thing. And here's the pumpkins. These are doing awesome. Check this out. They're just starting to really grow out. This is the most impressive one out here. Taking off. Check this out. Got your little bit of, that's some flowering action going there. We're going to have some awesome pumpkins out here. And then other things that I have out here. This is the garlic. And I don't plant that. This grows naturally out here from the previous owner. And I think that's about it. So that is the garden update. I'm just so happy with it out here. This is exactly what I was picturing for this year. And it turned out exactly the way that I wanted it. Everything looks so good. This is a first for me. If you go back to my old garden videos and look at mid-July, nothing looked like this. I'm so happy about this. So it's starting to spritz a little bit. I made this video just in time. I just wanted to say that this garden, it's an example of what you can do if you put your mind to something. I made a conscious decision to come out here and make this garden what it is, and I'm so happy about it. It's the best garden I've ever had. And I'll say it again, just like I say it in every video that I do about gardening. If you don't have a garden, grow something. Grab a 5-gallon bucket, put some dirt in it, and put some tomato seeds, and you'll be a gardener too. You can do that in any location. You could have some tomato plants, and it's awesome to do and very rewarding, and it does bring a lot of happiness in your life, believe me. So one last crow for you before we go. Thanks for watching, and I'll have another video up here for you soon.